Let's go in here. Let's go in here. There. Huh? I'm recording. I'm making a video. You coming or what? Oh my god! Look at this. Those toilets look good though. But did you feel like something was touching you? This is oh, what's in there? It's a toilet. That would be. Where would the beds be though? No. Huh? That's the. What's in there? Oh, we're going now with the.
Energy.
Good looking there. There's a bed in there. There's actually a bed in there. Where is it? Bless you. What about in here? Nice. Ooh, spooky. Right, let's go in there and check it out. Huh? 112?
When you go to but that it soon changed.
Static charge?
Static charge.
There's
so what I said to her, I said,
I recommend going in, sitting in the centre, and then straight out. Again, produce that charge again, and usually on command they'll come up, and
it was funny. It's like somebody's reaching out.
Yeah, because you showed me, and I was like, oh my god.
It's like that, I told you, it's like.
Yeah, and I was like, oh.
It's almost like someone's coming very gently. I'm here.
Yeah.
It was cool. That's the first I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, never had that.
I've never had that.
It's a great one to be a part of. It's only the beginning.
We do it. We're going to go and do cockatoo.
Yeah.
Two Island's really good. The dog leg tunnel, I highly recommend going in there.
Yeah, but I come from New Zealand.
Okay, yeah.
And we've got research sister.
But I live here, so.
Cemetery called Waikiki Cemetery.
What's that ring a bell?
That's in Auckland.
It's in Auckland City, and it's
Let's go in here.
17 acres. Jesus, that's huge. We go like 2 hours.
Okay, you can go in there.
We've heard. It's so quiet. It's not funny. And
There's nothing going on.
we've heard music and all sorts of
See, they've been there recently. Have you what she's talking about?
No. Look at that.
Mine? No. Mine's
Not
fine.
on you, but it's happening to me.
It's definitely centered around you. You're going to be the magnet for the night. Take as many photos as you can.
But that's the funny thing. Before we started, you know those doors? We've got their rubbish bin and your door.
Oh, yeah. That was the old processing centre. When you'd get brought in, if you were a prisoner, you'd go straight into those first doors on the right. And then have a small holding cell there. And that's where the process.
When I was asleep, I
You want to go in there You want to go in there?
No, me and my mate.
I'm too freaked out to go in there. Huh? Okay, let's go. I'm actually doing a video for my my channel, that's why I'm filming it. Shit, it did not be raining. Is it raining? We'll go under here, go over here. Under the shelter. Okay, see this? This must be the courtyard, I think.
You've got chairs out there.
But it's really dark. I can't see anything, sorry. This is very dark and I don't want to slip. Hey. So you heard somebody against the wall over here?
No, I didn't hear any. I heard a shuffle over here.
Oh.
Over there, it's like somebody coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What's in here? Another ring? Another one? I don't know what this one is. What's in there? Jeez. Okay. My videos are like really stop.
Thank you. Okay, everybody. Get up here and shout. Okay, you can see that these cells are a little bit different to the one that you were just in. These are called the safe cells. So this is where they used to put the ones that they used to have to keep an eye on, i.e. suicide watch or harming themselves or violent. They put them in these ones, and there's a perspex door that they could still see into the cell and monitor them, but they couldn't get out. So you'll see that they're a little bit different. Now, this is also where they used to keep the young offenders in here. So everybody who was under 18 who was incarcerated for whatever reason were also kept in this one. So you can imagine the kind of energy that you'd have in this ring. Too much roadrunner. On at least 2 occasions, both guests and staff have actually heard keys rattling in here. Heavy keys, you know, like you see the old officers have with the rings with all the keys on it. We hear them jingling in here, which is really creepy. One of the most common things in here is a whistle. So Pete will come in here, or with guests or whatnot, and say, "Can you please repeat this?" and she'd whistle. Of course, they're not going to do it now.
Wild.
Yeah, so she'd do that whistle, and we'd often hear it repeated. You going to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We caught it on camera once, like on recorder. Can you repeat this noise? Oh my God. Did you hear that? That's fantastic. Can you do that again? I think we're pushing it. Thank you so much.
That's weird. Also in here, we have had one of the most amazing audio doppelganger phenomenon here. Now, we come in here, we usually, I think that night we did the Gansville, so we set up an experiment in here. So we turn all the lights on while we're setting up. Then we turn the lights off, obviously, while we're doing our tours and everything. And then when we're packing up at night, we turn all the lights on, just so that we see what we're doing. Now, there was probably about 3 or 4 of us, and we were standing almost in the doorway, opposite the guards room just here. We were just standing there waiting. Jackson, Pete had gone into the garden room, which is just here behind the perspex, and they were flicking switches to turn all the lights off. And we were going, yep, they're off, yep, they're off, because we can see what ones are still on, what ones are still off. So we were singing out saying, yep, they're off, yep, they're off. All the lights are off. Then we heard Jackson and Pete still flicking these switches, and we're looking at each other saying, we just told them they're off, what are they doing? They're still flicking switches. A couple of seconds later they came out and said, what are you going on about? The lights are off. And we went, yeah, we told you, we sang out, yeah, they're off. And Pete and Jax were like white in the face and said, no you didn't, to me. We heard you say, down here they're not, as clear as day. Both of them heard it at the same time, with my voice, when I was not even in the room with them, and they heard it like I was in the room with them. It was quite freaky. So we kind of tried to work out what they meant by down here then. Obviously, all the lights were off in here. Now underneath here, there's a big basement area. We don't take the tours down there at all, but tonight we're actually going to go down there.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh my god.
follow me guys. Down there.
Is it going to be scary or is it going to be scary or what?
Somebody's
I thought I heard a tapping, right? I thought I heard a tapping in there. What's in there? See what? Shit. Where am I going? Oh yeah.
Just be careful as you walk down. It's a bit of a slope, so it might be a bit slippery. Watch your step as you're going down.
Yeah.
Grab onto the wall or something.
Alright.
Right, I'll catch anyone who say go for a tumble.
Watch your step as you're going down.
Alright.
Is it? It's like an old head here. So this is the basement. I feel cold though. I feel cold down here though. I wonder if there's anything down here.
See that?
What?
What's the torch? You don't see it?
No? What are they doing?
They're turning it off. They're playing with the torch.
Turn the light off. No. Doesn't want to play with your torch.
Yes, it's playing with the torch.
Is it?
Yeah.
You want to play with the torch? You want to touch the torch?
They did. They touched the torch and they wanted to go off.
Yeah.
I think it's to use the bathrooms down here. They had their actual baths down here. And then obviously the lady is these So it's pretty creepy down here. So continuing from the story upstairs, where I had said down here they're not, we thought maybe they were talking about down here. As we were coming down the ramp here, one of us, had said, oh, I wonder if this is a trap. And we got a beautiful EVP. So an EVP is
electronic voice phenomenon. If anyone watches the paranormal shows, ghost hunting shows, you know what that is. Basically, that's when you can pick up a voice, but you don't hear it with your ears, you pick it up on a recorder. So this is what we captured. No lights are on. What are you talking about? This is a trap. This is a trap. Play it again. Everyone heard the ears. I'll play it again. No lights are on. After she says, is this a trap? What are you talking about? Is this a trap? So we didn't hear it. Down here, we didn't hear that until we left, and then I nearly flew myself.
No, I do.
Alright guys, we're going to go back up through...
I don't actually hear it. Ready? That's why I said they're playing with your light, eh? They weren't playing with mine. I got them to play with mine.
Mine was flickered twice.
Mine didn't. I might have got it on camera, but I'm not sure. Just gotta be careful, huh?
I told you they take the energy from the light.
Oh, shit.
It's working, right?
I don't know. I told them to... Fucking hell, I didn't even get that on camera.
They're playing with it.
Stop playing with his light.
I told you to turn it up and it turned off.
They play with his light.
He's been playing with the light. He's been turning it off.
Oh shit. Be careful. Okay, where are we going? Huh? Where are we going? Ooh, going out here or what?
It was cool.
I said to the visitor, play with your light.
I love you.
Where are we going?
This is that thunder, that's so cool.
Ooh. Is that the same thing? I want to take some photos too.
Very much dysfunctional. Yeah. Whereas this one they've made them sort of pretty, prison inmates.
Yeah, I hope we don't go up there. I don't know. These are the cells.
All pretty much the same.
Yeah, look at that thing over there. Would you like to stay here the night?
Thank you.
I dare you to stay the night here.
Okay, so we were just the crew again. Left the left one night. We have a lady in our team called Sue. Lovely lady. She doesn't scare very often. However, we were coming in here to have a look around and talk in here. She got to the front door and she started to get really edgy. And it's not like Sue. She's usually like straight in. If there's anything to face in there, I'm going to face it. So as you do, when she feels a little bit edgy, we egged her on and we told her to let's go upstairs. So we walked up to the first landing, up the stairs, and Pete was feeling a little bit sorry for her and couldn't understand why she was feeling this way because it's so unlike her. It's not her character at all. She kept on looking kind of around when she's up there. You could see she was visually shaking to the point where if we don't let her go outside, she's probably going to pass out or be sick. So Pete said to her, well, okay, do you want to go back downstairs? And before she'd even said, do you want to go back downstairs, Sue had already made her way down the stairs and she was heading off, straight out the front door. Peter turned around and she said out loud, I wonder why Sue was feeling this way, because again, it's so out of character for her. And at that moment, we picked up another EVP. Oops. Hold on. Hang on, I'll start from again. Do you want to go down? Yeah. I'll go first with the punch. I really want to dissect when you're feeling. I really want to dissect when you're feeling. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to play it again?
I just want to use the words.
I really want to dissect where you're feeling. So basically, anyone who knows anything about audio will find this even more interesting. It was on a digital voice recorder that was a stereo voice recorder. But when we put it onto the system, it only came through on one channel. We don't know how that's even happened. It did not happen, it was not said. We would have reacted, nobody said that. And how could you actually just make it go into one channel? So it doesn't appear at all on the left channel, it's only on the right channel. This picked up a lot of media attention, and it was in newspapers, it was on the Sunday, what was it, that's it, weekend.
6.5.
Yes, it was on Mix 106.5.
So what was the word?
So it says, I really wanted to dissect the way you're feeling with a scalpel, because I'm a sicko, and then you hear, scared. So I've just played that one more time. Oh, no, I unplugged it, didn't I? And she was petrified. That was why she ran down the stairs. I really want to dissect the way you're feeling. Okay. Cool. Very crazy. One of the common things that we get in here, we seem to have a residual guard that does his rounds in here, and quite often we can hear him, and you can progress his footsteps. He'll go down one side, you can hear him walking across, and then you can hear him walking down the other side, and he just continues to walk. You can actually hear heavy boots. You can see that this is all metal walkway. You can actually hear his metal boots walking on and you can walk with him. You can't interrupt him. Being a residual, you can't actually communicate with them or interrupt them. They don't know we're here. Yep, it's like press and rewind, play, They just do the same thing continuously.
Did you guys hear that moan sound from down there?
Yeah, down there.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was like down there.
No, I did not.
Didn't hear that?
Okay, if that was you, could you make that noise again? Well, that's a bar, but very nice.
Did someone do that? Or?
Bugger you then.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. You'll do it while we're talking again.
Yeah.
Usually the way. One night we were in here and we're doing what we called a modified Gansfeld experiment. Now, this is a parapsychology experiment that we do. You sit in one of the cells by yourself with a camera on you. You have earphones on that is connected to what we call a ghost box, which is like a broken radio. It just scans through the channel's trying to pick up some kind of channel, and all you hear is like white noise, the ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. So you've got earphones on listening to that. You've also got a blindfold on. So we've taken away 2 of your senses. So the idea is that your other senses are supposed to be enhanced. I'm losing my words tonight, that's the word, enhanced. So we were doing that in here one night, and we have a monitor set up, usually in the guard room. So the rest of the guests and the volleys and the crew are standing there watching it on the monitor. And obviously, if someone puts their hand up, we go and get them because they've had enough. Sarah was actually standing, this lady here, was actually standing at the doorway there, and she could hear like somebody was walking into the wing. It was like almost shuffling feet, like this, walking into the room. So she looked out with a torch, looked around thinking, oh, maybe it was leaves. The wind was blowing some leaves in the doorway or something. There was no sign of leaves, obviously no sign of anybody. So she got a little bit scared, Sarah. So she went to the other side of the room where Jono was standing. Jono could see that she was a little bit like perplexed of what she just heard, and said, are you okay? And she said, no, someone was just walking into the wing then, and there's no sign of them. And as she said that, one of the guests just said, oh my God, I just heard that too. I thought I was going mad. I heard somebody try to walk in here too. So that is a little bit weird. We get a lot of shadow figures in here, reported in here.
Yep.
Many people have seen them from the corners of their eyes, out of your,
Yep,
we call it profiterole. Profiterole. Out of your profiterole. Never kind of, when you're looking at it, it's always a quick glimpse kind of at the side of your eyesight. Very common in here. We have one guest one night who actually took a photo, said she was kind of told to take photos, so she was at the bottom of the stairs taking some photos.
I heard that whistle. I knew it was somewhere.
As you can see, that's the original. Screen. See something there?
That's pretty.
That's a close up of it. It just looks like something.
There, look at this.
Did you see it?
Your hairs will actually get hung up on your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard a whistle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just heard a whistle then.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was a whistle and then we just got a
And all
shuffle
these heads
just
were
now.
standing up in the dark.
Shuffle right in here just now.
Come on in.
No, I'm too scared to go in there.
Guys, not finished yet. So we've got another photo. This one's taken on the first floor, so obviously upstairs. The guest thought she saw some movement at the end of the cell. So she took the photo.
This is not going to be still. It's like a hand coming out of the door.
I heard it.
And it's been moved into my room.
I heard a whistle.
It kind of doesn't kind of make sense where, yeah,
Is it coming in
the
there?
shadow, the light would be behind it.
Coming in there.
Like hands.
Yep.
What's that?
Oh yeah, just like a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, we get orbs quite a lot. There was nobody in the group whistling.
All right. We'll let you have a couple of minutes in here.
What was that?
Have a look around.
That's all right.
Don't go up the stairs.
What was that?
Keep it on the first floor.
You heard a whistle in here. Is there anybody in here? Can you whistle? Can you touch Michael?
Do this.
Oh, I'm getting out. Oi, come out. Oi, come out. I don't want to get stuck out here. Quick, they're moving though.
Come on, cock it.
So if you're here, can you tap on this? Can you do a tap on here? Can you please tap?
It's moving.
What is it?
It's moving.
Who?
The wire.
Is it?
The wire's moving by itself.
Holy. Okay, let's go down here. Another? Anybody in there? Yep. There's somebody. How come they're all attracted to you? All the spirits attracted to you, man.
You notice there's a drain right underneath. That's what they feed themselves as they hang.
So I heard a whistle though.
There was 2 whistles and it was in there.
In that cellar. Anybody in there? I'm gonna film in there. What's in there? Do a tap. If you're in here, can you tap? No. I'm not gonna tap.
Someone just touched her. Yeah. She was headed back to the door. Back to the door. And I was here. Yeah. I was like, no, I was here than here.
Yeah.
I thought someone was behind me.
Oh my gosh.
No one was there.
What? I'm not going in there. I'm too scared.
You'll be
Who's in there?
Yeah, it's like sick.
I'm getting cold. Like I'm feeling chilly cold on my arm.
It smells like sick.
Yeah.
That was
Maybe that person was sick. What's in here? Are we allowed to go in here?
2 whistles.
Yeah, I got 2 whistles and I got it on camera as well. So everyone can hear it. Okay. What's in there? Do you hear that?
There's just people playing around.
No, but do you hear that noise? Like, do you hear that noise? Like, it's weird. That's a shower. Well, bless you. I'm not going through there. What the hell? What's in there? Ooh, I feel cold in there. Okay. Michael, come out. Ooh, it's very cold in that one. It's very cold in that one, eh? Very cold in that cell. It is like cold everywhere. Maybe they're coming out to...
Okay, everyone, moving on now.
No.
You get to go in there.
I wanted to go. Okay, what's... I've got it on my YouTube channel, Mike. It's gonna go on my YouTube channel, so... It's gonna be a long video though, because it's...
There was 2 whistles.
Yeah, and I got it on camera. You know what, when we tell Andrew what we experienced, he goes, oh, there's a lot of...
She said she had touched on the back, and I went in there, I smelled sick.
Yeah.
Someone had been sick.
Oh, I smelt that too, eh? I think someone died and then got sick, or maybe letting you know that they're sick. Huh? Yeah.
Cool, we've been touched on the arm, we've got 2.
I haven't been touched on the arm, I just felt cold. Like, I feel like someone was behind me or following me right now, you know?
Over here.
Over here! Oh,
Got a third plate.
so what were they saying to you about that, Mike? What were they saying to you when you said, oh, about the cemeteries that we've been to?
The cemeteries aren't really that active, it's more the buildings.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back to
But there is, I thought someone in the group was whistling, because I heard like 2 whistles.
It was the 2 whistles, it was the same whistle.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
And I think they were trying to get... And I think they were trying to like get your attention or something. Right? Michael, I think they were trying to get your attention. Or maybe somebody likes you and they touch your arm.
We're going to go back on that footage.
I'm going to upload it on my thing, and then hopefully it would take a long time to upload it if it works.
Big fucking, what's the name, isn't it?
Oh, lightning. Where are we going?
It was a really, really... This is a good thing.
I wouldn't want to do something on my own. I'd piss my pants.
No light anomalies, eh?
Hey?
No light anomalies. Keep that taking photos.
I'm going to, but I'm still filming, so I can't take photos. This is what? This is another... Ooh, spooky. Let's see, what's in there? A kitchen in there. What is that?
That took a while.
What, did you get it all?
Yeah, the photos took a long time.
Did you get something? What?
See there.
What? I didn't see it. What?
Focus, it didn't want to focus. Usually when it does that, there's something in front of it.
Do it again.
It didn't want to focus.
Do it again. Okay, you're in the way.
Struggling to focus. That's cool. That's really cool.
You're in the way. I was trying to get that. There is a toilet in there. Okay. Let's go up here. I want to get up. Waiting for the ferry.
So, Dr. Ruby, now this ring here has had a fair share of spooky tales. One night there were 2 ladies who came in here in their free time after one of our hunts, 2 real ladies. They walked in the door and they jokingly said to each other, how about we separate a little bit, because if something's going to happen, they're going to get both of us at the same time. So they took a couple of steps apart from each other, And they continued to walk in here when they heard an almighty bang from behind them. They both shit their pants and did the runner, ran out and came down and grabbed us and came up. That really shook them up. There was another guest she was here with her sister, and they came in here and they were down on this ground floor. And she was a correctional officer, so she was doing a muster, she was yelling out. When they both heard very distinct male voice yell out, "Enough!" So they kind of stopped what they were doing, and as they did, they saw somebody walking up just on this part here, and they thought, "Oh, damn, it's the person up there." Ripped off, so they calmed down a little bit and said, "Okay, let's go upstairs and see what they're doing up there." So they went round to the stairs and walked upstairs, walked into every single cell, and there was nobody up there. So not only did they hear "enough" yelled at them, but they actually saw someone up there. So obviously their hearts were racing and they came and told us, which was lovely. Now here we've got a couple of EVPs for you as well. Now the first one was a few years ago. We had a man who was in here and he was pretending to be a correctional officer. He had a really deep, resonant voice. So we got him to pretend to be an officer and do a little bit of a muster for us, which seems to attract some energy. Trying to think of a word then, I lost my word. When we do it, it seems to like heighten the energy in the place, so we like to do those. So the first one here, yep.
There was a pleasure not being this.
Again, it's the part that's been amplified.
It was a pleasure not being this.
Now, one of the strange things with that is that Jack's actually heard that with her own ears as well. A lot of the EVPs that we do get, we don't actually hear anything until we play it back later. To see if we've gotten anything, and that's usually when we get them. But Jack's actually heard that, and you could hear her saying, did someone just say watch yourself? So that's not very common, but it has happened a couple of times in here. Now, we're all adults in here.
Hang on, did someone just whistle?
Yeah.
I'll find you later, and you can join the ghost.
We have to ask just in case maybe it wasn't.
Yes. Yeah, we're all just presuming that somebody did it, and somebody might be whistling to get our attention, and we're just ignoring them. So we're all adults here, so we're in here one night. We have this next EVP was in response to asking the spirits, when was the last time you saw ladies' nipples?
Of course we cut that out.
You ladies, we just want a little voice and show you.
So we're all... 4 seconds long. And you can hear how loud that is.
That one.
Yeah, not exactly amplified, we could all hear that. Now what it was there was a couple of people on the top floor, and there was 2 people on this floor. One was standing up against the wall. There was another lady who was sitting with her feet dangling out from the railing, probably about here, and the rest of us were on seats down here, along this wall just here. It had been a long night, we were all tired, we were trying to amp up the energy a little bit by asking questions, Alex got to talk. Now this sound was right here, right on top of us. We have spent hours trying to replicate the sound.
This is the closest we can come to, but it's not it.
And it was about that loud. Right on top of it. We put it up on our app page. There was a couple of correctional officers who wrote in saying it sounded like this and it sounded like that. The metal cups that they had, scraping that on metal. Another one was kicking the bunks, kicking the doors. Now we've been in here trying to replicate that sound again by doing those kind of things. That is the closest, what Pete just did, is the closest that we can get to it. And it's not quite right.
No.
Yeah.
It's too tinny.
Definitely. Okay, so
Or the echo holes.
but we didn't have any grip. So we've had things like a couple of other things in here. The top floor, very strong cigarette smoke. We had a couple of ladies who were sitting in one of the cells. They had a piece of equipment called K2, which is, it picks up the electromagnetic field that's around them where you're kind of sitting. Everything was quiet. All of a sudden the K2 went up to red, which means that it was on full beep, 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 beep. And at the same time they had a really, really strong cigarette smell, like someone was having a sneaky outside or something. So they came downstairs, they sat there for about 5 minutes. Still smelling the cigarette, K2 still going berserk. All of a sudden it stopped. They could not smell anything, not an ounce of cigarette. And us smokers know that's probably about the time it takes to have a cigarette, roughly about 5 minutes. They thought, someone must be standing outside there. They came downstairs straight away, went outside, walked around, no one was out there. So that's... Sorry, that was real. So there was another time that there was a couple on the first floor. They were sitting there just very quietly. I think they were on this side. All of a sudden on this side, one of the doors slammed. Now you can see the size of the doors. You can see that they're all made out of metal. They're not light. There's no way that if a breeze came through here, the doors are going to slam. They actually physically saw it slamming shut. So obviously they went over there to have a look, make sure that no one was there. When they realised that no one was on the floor with them, they kindly exited the building and came and told us. One of the most notable things that have happened in here is a possession. One of our staff, who's a very quiet guy, he helps us out with taking people to the next vigil, what they do when they rotate. He's always reliable. If we just have to say, Nelson, can you come here and do this? And he's there in a flash, does everything that he's told to do. Hardly says a word. But one night we were investigating in here, and every time we turned around, Nelson was nowhere to be found, which is very unlike him. He would never wander off. He was always there, ready to take orders from us. So it was very out of character. Now at the end of the vigil, we left the wing and we couldn't find him. We were yelling out to him and there was no reply, which is again very unusual for him. When we eventually did, he was upstairs in one of the cells in here, just standing in the room, not doing anything, just quietly standing in one of the cells, which again is way out of character for him. He was non-responsive. When this happens, Pete usually grabs them and walks them outside and grounds them and talks to them and asks them questions just to kind of bring them back to their senses, kind of. As he was leaving the wing with Pete, he started to shake. And he got outside and he was like, what just happened? He had absolutely no recollection of coming in here, walking up the stairs, going into one of the cells, standing in there, didn't hear any of us calling, obviously, had no idea that Pete had come in there and said, come on, you're coming with me. Knew nothing of that, didn't remember anything until we got to the front of the wing there to go outside. So, yeah, pretty creepy. So we'll give you a couple of minutes. No,
Then when he got outside, his legs started stinging, and he pulled up his pants. It was quite cute. and he has these 3 scratches on his legs. So if anyone's into demons, that's the whole trilogy.
Shut the back there. No, yeah, I won't worry about them.
It's pretty.
Okay, so guys, just get a couple of minutes. If you want to go upstairs in this one, we'll allow you to. Just when you go upstairs, be very careful. Walk on the side the doors are on. Just because I don't trust these railings so much. And you have to be careful going through this gate to get to the stairs. They're just around the corner here.
Why is everyone else going?
I'm going up.
So, no, it looks like everyone's going to go up. Should I pause this now or what?